Hi, my name is Shari Doherty, and I'm a 54-year-old lady in red, in Act 2 of my career and living my best life. My perspective on life and behaviors have been governed by who I was as a child, who I became, and who I am still striving to be. People my age are beautiful, bold, confident, and full of wisdom, and truly, the encore of the story of your life is still when the best songs are yet to be sung. My mission in this podcast is to shine the spotlight on people like me, have real conversations about reinvention stories, and inspire you to continue to follow your dreams regardless of your age. I'm doing it for Daisy. Who are you doing it for?
You take that energy
Yeah.
and you reverse it.
Yeah.
Because that was the second call of when I knew it's not worth it.
Right.
Not worth it. And by the end of that week, we were inseparable. I made it my voyage, my inspiration, my everything to make sure that my son left here loving me again. And he did.
That's
so
beautiful.
that was, yep, that's me trying not to cry. Anyways,
You did it because I know you today,
yeah.
and I know your relationship with Blake today, so you did it. Be proud of that.
Yeah. So from there, I, of course, go home and then realize that there was just something in Muskoka that just made me feel better.
Good.
It was
Okay.
like, I don't know, the clean air, the people, the real people in Muskoka, like the real true grit. I did meet somebody,
Mhm.
Jessica. She was a great person. Her and her family just welcomed me in because I had left London.
Right.
And said, I got to go.
Right.
Moved to Muskoka. Lived in a 10 by 10 trailer, no power, and showered in the lake, barbecued every night, worked at this salon in a house. And it was the greatest summer of my life. It was something that I was just so real and raw that I was like, this is it. Like, I have nothing. I'm in a trailer. I was shitting in the woods, literally a porta potty in the woods, shitting and showering in the lake. You know what? It was almost like another baptismal. It was like, I
nice.
just like realized I had to reset myself. I had to prove something, not to no one, but to me, like that I could do this. And it was a shit ton of fun. It was the best part of my life that I really woke up and said, come on, man, like nothing else is going anywhere. And this was a nice, beautiful reset of knowing that like doesn't matter the car, the house, the clothes, whatever, just you and your thoughts. And if you can conquer that, and if you can conquer like those little things that have taken you down, then you're good to go.
Yeah,
and that's
absolutely.
like, of course, it's one of many. And yeah, I had a great career. Like I
Good.
ended up started doing hair for like Wendell Clark's wife Denise and Brad May and his wife Bridget and their kids. And like I went to the Stanley Cup party, like when Anaheim Ducks won it back in the 90s. Right. And I was so lucky. I was just blessed yet again. What is it? God's wink?
Oh, a God wink.
The God wink.
Yeah.
And that's what it was. It was literally like, hey, man,
Yeah. Don't
I'm
forget
still here,
me.
bro. I'm still
I'm
here.
watching you.
Look what you're doing.
Yeah.
Because you're positive. You're not right. Well,
I just want to interject.
yeah.
I'm crying now.
I
And the reason I'm crying is so literally last night we celebrated Thomas's 47th birthday.
wow.
And we have a really beautiful group of friends.
Yep.
And I was actually watching you last night, and I was watching you enjoy yourself and have a great time. And we had a great time. We do have a beautiful friend group. And I stopped for a minute and I thought to myself, I bet you Thomas is so happy he made the decision to move here now.
Oh,
Because I watched you last night surrounded by your beautiful fiance, which we haven't gotten
gorgeous.
to yet.
Oh my gosh.
Your beautiful friend group, which
Yeah.
includes your coworkers,
Yep.
relaxed and happy and safe and healthy. And I thought, this is beautiful. And
It-
that
it-
was like a last night thought.
Wow.
But listening to you now and thinking back about last night, again, that was beautiful to be part of that with you.
Always.
But hearing the backstory and knowing where you are today, which we have to get to how you got here.
Yes.
But that's what's bringing me to tears to think
Yeah.
like I looked at this beautiful man who probably spent a third of his life broken.
Well, really broken. Yeah.
And so I love that. I love you.
Thank you.
I know
Wow.
you know I love you, but I do love you.
I know.
I'm very
I'm
proud
mentally
of you.
hugging her right now, and we can't because the microphones get scratched and we get in trouble by Kieran, so we can't do that. Yeah, I always try to make a positive spin
Mm-hmm.
of my life, even though the bad parts too. And I'm very like when
all
things are
brought
really
us to
bad, I
here.
joke a lot
Yeah.
because it works. Because it was a fucking go. Oh my gosh, I gotta stop saying that.
So how did you get to Kingston?
Oh gosh, so yeah, of course in Muskoka. I actually opened my own salon in Muskoka. Like there was a good run of good things.
Okay.
And then, of course, this is Teeter going, it's not right. Something's not there. Like, it's just,
It's not quite.
Muskoka is beautiful. And the people that helped me through my troubles back then, the Oliver family, like, just getting me through, there's just still something, you know? And again, of course, there, I cut some ties and I was kind of a douchebag, like Windsor guys are, sorry. I just knew there was something. So I go online. And in a better version of going online is like looking for someone.
Right.
And I go onto a website. I got to get props to BBW Cupid because awesome. And I met this amazing best friend superhero of a wife. Oh, fiance, not yet wife, Megan. And it was just this, she had me at Marvel, meaning we love comic books. And it was just this thing. Oh my gosh. And that's a whole funny thing. So, of course, we're on this website and I see her and I just see this bright woman smile and like accomplishments, even at her age. It was mind blowing. So, and not knowing the stuff she's gone through in her life, you know, and now I'm going to start crying. So I meet her and we are on this website and of course, most women don't have to pay on go on a website, but guys do. I didn't know this. So, of course, you know, she sends me conversation and I'm trying to send her a message, but I'm like, it's not going through. She's getting a thumbs up. So months go by of this. And I'm like, she's not responding to any of my messages, but she's writing a whole new message. Well, I'm like, you know what? Maybe if I pay for the website, let's see what happens. Oh, guess what? I paid for it. The 4 months of my messages have all gone through at once.
Oh boy, poor Megan.
Like her phone was probably going ding 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 oh ding oh ding like for like an hour and a half. So of course my last message now that I realize is this: I swear to God I'm not a stalker.
Right.
And she goes, I would think not. We decide to meet.
Okay.
Toronto, it's my birthday.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, it's my birthday. I think 7 years. Oh my God, if I'm wrong, I'm in so much trouble. I think it's 7 years that we've known each other. But like she meets me in Toronto because I'm partying in Toronto for my birthday. And she decides to meet me. Well, we meet this gorgeous girl.
She's beautiful.
And we decide to go to the comic book store.
Okay.
And we meet. She buys her first comic book, Jubilee. We have a tea, the worst tea in the world. And I have a pop. Anyways, that's a whole other story. And we meet and we go and she gives me a birthday gift at her car as I walk her to her car, right? And do you know I tried to go in for like a kiss? Does not the driver's side door come between us? And she goes, yeah, you think so. Okay. This is what happens. Anyways, denied. I get on a bus, depressed, and go back to Muskoka and we start talking months, every day. So then I decide, and she says, why don't you come visit me in Kingston?
Right.
So I'm like, sweet, let's do this. I hop on the bus. I get to Kingston. She picks me up. We have a great date. You know, kisses here, kisses there finally. And then we start driving. I'm like, sweet, we're going to your place. She goes, you think you're coming to my house? I'm like, well, I thought. She said, no. We start driving. Where do I end up, people? At the Ambassador. Does she not get me my own hotel room?
Good for Megan.
And drops me off and going, you have a good
But you know what? It worked, didn't it?
Yeah, because look at me right now.
I know.
Right now, here, because she was the one. That was it, right there. That was, I'm like, holy
made
shit.
Made you work for it, made you want it.
The Jedi Forces, like, didn't work for me that day.
Right.
Yeah. And a couple months later, I pack up, and here I am in Kingston.
Right.
Kingston, Ontario. Limestone. Awesome.
And here you shall stay.
Oh, I'm not going anywhere.
Says all of your
Yeah, I apologize to you people that, you're stuck with me here in Kingston, Ontario.
That's right. So now, where are you professionally? We're going to hop around a little
bit
because I have some story. But okay, so what do you do now and where do you work?
I am 26 years in of hairdressing.
Okay.
Man, I work at James Brett Coiffure.
Okay.
Right? I think I said that right.
I don't
James,
know.
I love you, buddy. Thanks for coming to my birthday. And that is a whole fun adventure already, too. The best salon in Kingston, voted, by the way. It's been a run. It's been great. Like, I mean, I'm not the easiest person to deal with.
You're an outdoor dog, according to
Outside dog, it
Outside
is.
dog.
It's like, that's why they put me in the back of the salon, too, because of my potty mouth. Yeah, I was glad to be part of this. You know, I worked at a salon before. It was up and down, you know, and then Megan actually came to the salon to style us there. And she goes, why don't you try James Brett? I'm like, I don't want to wear black all day. And we'll listen to like birds singing in the background because it's an Aveda salon. But I was wrong because this salon was far from that. It was like upbeat. It was like, you know, Brett has most of the time some really good music. Most of the time. And it was like this whole nother situation. And it was like professional and fun. And, you know, it was the right choice.
It's a good vibe.
It was the right choice. And it's funny because when I remember taking the picture of the sign when I like, you know, this is where I'll be working.
Yeah.
Because this whole new thing called Instagram that I didn't want to do when I moved here. Megan made sure guess what? You want clients? This is how it goes. I took this picture and I know it sounds cheesy, but it was like this, like the light was like the sun was right over the sign. It was like, oh, this is your spot, right?
Right.
So, yeah.
Okay. So we're in the middle.
We're in the middle.
This is typically where we talk about a transformation or a season of change or something.
Yeah.
And in a lot of cases with my guests, either something happens or they start to get some God winks or something. But what I will set up for the listeners is I have now known you for 5 years.
Yep.
Pre-pandemic for sure.
Yes.
You were part of my pandemic bubble because people, if you're wise, choose your pandemic bubble to be your best friend as well as your hairdresser.
Hairstylist.
So I did not have bad pandemic hair.
Ever.
Because my 10-person bubble included my hairdresser.
Right?
So
Smart.
thank you for that. At any rate, I've watched you and Megan grow together and grow as a couple and hit some major milestones.
Big time.
Megan not only finished her PhD, which was a huge bit
Epic.
of work,
Yep.
and you both have had some amazing career successes.
Yes.
We haven't even gotten to this, but you just did a film, like a major movie, which is amazing.
I know, awesome. Very excited.
But I'm curious to ask you, I've seen a light or a shift in you.
Yeah.
Even in the last, I'm going to say year. And since then, we've all been talking about it because it's a tangible thing, that there's a new vibe to you and Megan. And you are now like this powerhouse couple that's unstoppable with dreams and ambition. And you're going for it with all good energy and joy. And you're putting amazing things into the universe, and the universe is responding.
It is.
And you've acknowledged it.
I have. It's crazy. It's like your amazing husband, Terry. It's like when I met you guys, this guy, Terry's like, it's just like, oh, you want to go do this? We'll do this. I'll say it and it's going to happen. Terry does it.
Terry.
That's Terry. And it was just like, no, he can't be the only one with this power.
Right.
We actually all have it.
Yeah, we do.
We all have it. And it's just, that's when it comes to the point of where we have to believe that we have it.
It's called manifesting. Terry didn't even know what he was doing until we learned about the secret manifestation, but Terry Doherty is the epitome of manifestation.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's like when Obi-Wan says these aren't the droids you're looking for. That is Terry Doherty.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I want some too.
Right.
And that's just how it was. It was, as me and my mother too, we always think it, believe it, receive it.
Absolutely.
You have to live that way if you really want the things you want. Positive people, things you want.
So you know that, and you have your faith background.
Yeah.
And what opened the light just in the last couple of years? Was there a moment or a thing or a message or something, or were you just ready to receive all the goodness?
It got to a point where I think I've lived the life for like 2 people already, and I'm only 47. And it did get to a point where like, here I am with this amazing woman, and like has been with the same trials as myself, like has lost her parents and like stayed strong and like went through school like a fucking trooper.
Yeah.
And like as hard as it got, and as hard as like her own tribulations that she had taken on and her own personal demons had pushed through, and like she had decided to do this decision that she made, and when she started it, to see the dedication she had to it was like, dude, look at your partner.
Yeah.
Like the powerhouse that she pulled. I was like, she can't do this alone, and I can't be the person I am right now if I want to support her. And I was like, things got to change. Things got to do. I said, and I look up to my friends that I have now, like you and Terry and like Colin and Patty and like these powerhouse people I have the privilege to hang out with and the blessedness to hang out with you guys. That it was just time. It was just time, man. Like I was tired. I was tired. I was tired of just the rigmarole of like, you can somewhat make it by, dude. You can talk your way through this. Sooner or later, you can't talk anymore. You got to show.
Yeah.
You got to show. And it was done. And it was like, I had these opportunities, and I've always been my worst enemy. Always have said, dude, why? Don't drain yourself. You could just like shit talk your way through. Don't do the job. No, it's time to do the job.
Yeah.
It's time to do the job, because guess what? My son's getting older. I have a granddaughter who's 10. I have to really think about what's going on here. My generation, like, I never thought I'd have a kid. I never thought that there'd be a next generation. I have to keep something going.
Yeah.
And it has to be love, and it has to be respect, and it has to be earned. It has to be work for it. It has to be nothing is given to you for free. It has to be positive.
Yeah.
And it has to be hugged out like a champion.
Yes, it does.
Okay? I'm sorry, people. Hugs are the power. Okay? But Megan was my superhero.
That's beautiful.
She's like,
you just said your vows right there.
I did, I think.
I'm going to play this recording at your wedding.
She was it. We had to be Batman and Robin. We had to be Batgirl and Batman, whatever. But it had to be a team effort. And I couldn't let her be alone in this adventure. Right. So There's times to change. Yeah. The tears that are welling up in my eyes right now that I'm going to drip on the microphone actually be a good action scene for this. But
It is beautiful.
yeah. So we took the challenge together. Like
And
she
you're
made a decision.
doing it. And
yeah.
literally, I've seen it. Like, tell me some of the goodness that has happened to you in the
Okay.
last year.
So because we think it, believe it, receive it, like I get a call. And I get a call from a person I don't know. Like, hi, you're Thomas Schultz. Like, we hear you do hair. We're doing a movie here in Kingston. Would you like to do hair for us? And I'm like, yeah, okay, who's this? Bob, you joking with me right now, dude? Real funny. No, it wasn't. It was the real deal. And I did hair for a movie. I did hair for the movie. It's called
I saw your names in lights.
In Light. And I don't care. It only took 30 seconds. Like, look at, there it is, and there it goes. But it was my name. So it was a dream came true. You know, going to LA thinking, I'm going to be an actor. No. I was like, I want to do hair.
Right.
For the actors. And 26 years later, Kingston, Ontario brought me to that dream. And I did hair for like, oh my God, Anuka, who was like, and Working Moms on Netflix. It was like Daniel Cash, who was in Aliens, and Sot, who was in Hardy Boys, and like Tom St. Clair, who's a local boy, who was part of like the Umbrella Academy. All Netflix, all power and people. And here I am doing their hair for this movie.
Imagine if you could tell 10-year-old Thomas that.
Dude, I would have slapped him in the forehead and said, wake up, you little shithead. Like, things are happening, man.
Right.
Things are happening. And yeah, it was like, I'm not a morning person, people. And I was the first one on set waiting for the hair coming in. Sometimes I didn't even go to bed. I just went to the set and waited. It was ridiculous. It was like a kid in a candy store.
You are amazing when you're excited.
Energy is pretty insane. Right. Some people say, put a helmet on him before he hurts himself. But it's one of those things where it's just like, I'm running through walls, just like so excited to deal with this situation. And yeah, this movie comes out and it was awesome. It was good because you make a movie and go, I hope it's a good movie. No, epic. It was great. Actors, amazing.
Hair was amazing.
Hair was awesome. No, and it was Kingston fed. It was like this whole idea of like, guess what? Kingston's just as good as any other city to make a movie. And it was 60% Kingston workers, local, and it's more in the eye. Mm-hmm. There's like 10 more films that are coming up that are going to be filmed in Kingston. And guess what? They're going to need me for hair.
Absolutely.
People. And
it's not out to the universe.
Yeah, right? They can believe receive it. And on top of that, my fiance now, which I got engaged in October.
Oh, I was there.
Top Gun style, singing it away at the bar at Duke. Things she's doing. It's like, her podcast and her working for the RMC. It's just like... You
guys have some business endeavors in your pocket as well.
We do.
I know she doesn't want to share yet,
no,
but you're ready with your business endeavors.
There's a few.
You've also... Sorry, I'm going to just love on you for a moment.
Yeah, please do.
I've watched you, not only work full-time at James Bread.
Yep.
Do your movie production.
Yep.
You were bartending for a while.
I was at Whiskey and Rosé, yep.
You were also doing some side hustle.
Yeah, of course.
And you are doing all that, holding it together and holding together your household.
Yeah.
Also, not at the greatest time. I don't know if you care if I mention, but, your longtime best friend dog passed away. So you're rocking, and then you have a significant loss. But you know what? You got through it. You powerhouse through it.
As I'm going to cry right now, RJ. God, I miss you. Yeah, no, it was...
You
got
me,
Cher.
And you got
Cher,
the people.
You got me. Anyways, yeah.
That's a big loss because all
13
that
years.
story
13 years.
also had RJ by your side.
Yeah, she was. And I'm actually now I feel like shit not bringing her up. But no, it's okay because I bawled my eyes out talking about way to go, Cher.
The most we cried about was the dog.
The dog. I know. Is that crazy? My dog's going to make me bawl my eyes out. Yeah, I had the best friend. I had my Robin, which was my dog. Yeah. She passed away about a year ago. Yes, thank God for her too. Oh my God, you kidding me? The look in her eyes sometimes when I do something, she's like, really? Do you want to do this right now? You fucking idiot. Really? Anyways, yeah, that dog saved my life more than people know.
But you know what? You got through it because of all the goodness.
Oh, yeah.
And because I think
she
did her job. Have you ever seen the movie The Dog's Purpose?
Oh, yeah. You kidding me? I cried from the moment the credits started.
She did her job getting you through the stuff, and now she handed it over to Megan.
She did. And the thing is like before RJ. I know, right? And before
She's like, Megan, it's your turn
the two of them, are you kidding me? I got a number, of course, now. They're both looking at me going, really? Do you want to do that? Like her and my dog? Oh, my God. But yeah, and it was all love.
Oh, yeah.
It was all love.
It's real joy.
All it is. Real joy means RJ.
I got
Not
it.
Or Rick James, but no, I'm
Good,
joking.
eh?
Real joy, and which that name will come up again sooner or later. That is to be continued. But yeah, that dog changed many lives. I know. And she will always be the top dog in my life, dog-wise. Yes. Anyways, and besides my superhero wife, soon-to-be wife, I gotta get used to that because even when I'm at work, I say girlfriend, and then my clients that know, they go, yeah, that's fiance.
Right.
I'm like,
you'll get there.
Yeah.
Okay, so what does future Thomas look like? And who are you striving to be still?
Well, the best part is that doing the movies, and then after the movie, actually, I did a music video. Did
Right.
here for a music video, which with Casadar, a local band, they're awesome. I have many beginnings. I have many chapters, and this is another just beginning.
I know.
This is like a whole new.
You're definitely in your encore season, and that's not even meant to be a pun because
Yeah, no,
the
this is.
best is yet to come.
Oh
for
yeah,
you.
this is just the beginning. Meaning, like I have finally loved myself. I haven't loved myself ever. Actually, I've never loved myself until the last little while. I think that was the other wake up call was seeing how powerful my friends were and my job and my fiance was like, just love yourself, man.
Yeah.
Like let it go. All this shit you did,
Doesn't matter.
it's
We all
over.
love you.
Yeah, it's over. It's over. And I'm like, I'm so lucky and I'm so blessed. And I'm done fighting being blessed.
That's right. Receive
Because God Wink really like dropped one on me
it. Yep.
a little while ago and just says, man, just look around. Just look around for 1 second. See the people in your life. It's not a mistake. It's not a mistake.
Oh, you're here for a reason.
So
You're home. This is where you
this
belong.
is it. Yeah.
I watched it last night.
Yeah.
You're home.
Yeah. I looked around and like, this is it. And it was like, I'm done fighting. I'm actually a good person.
You
And
are
I
a good
actually love
person.
myself. And I'm happy for that because if I couldn't, then I wouldn't have all you guys around me. So with that, it's just like, yeah, future Tom's going to win an Oscar for hair.
Yeah, he is.
Like, and I mean, okay, we'll start with a Juno. Let's start with a Juno. And then I'll win the Oscar for hair because it's like my career has just started.
Absolutely.
I've been doing hair 26 years and hair has just started for me. And life has just started for me. So like, I'm sad to say because like people that think I might like, oh, Tom, yes, I enjoy a drink after work. I enjoy all these things. But yeah, I'm going to be here till like 110, just going to people get off my grass kind of guy,
Yeah.
you know? But like, no, it's just starting for me. Like the show is just beginning. So
And that's words from a 47-year-old.
yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
anybody listening who might be in a place where they're not sure and they are lost, this is an
No.
amazing testimony.
Yeah, open your eyes, people, because like 47, 57, 67, life can just begin.
Right?
Literally. And it's the smallest thing that
one
just
decision, what did you do? Swipe right or hit
No,
a DM back in the day?
Yeah.
And the whole decision to go on that dating site, meet the love of your life and move your life to Kingston, put you on the path that is going to be
The right one.
the right one,
Yeah.
the best one, and your best
Yeah.
is absolutely yet to come.
Yeah. And it's like, I know for a fact that I can actually say happy ending because I know at the end it's going to be the happiest I've ever been. I have everybody I need in my life is here. And right down to like the seed, I know this is exactly where it's going to be. And it's going to be the happiest story I know.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
Okay, I don't know that there's more than that to say.
I don't think we can
and
talk.
I think we're both
like,
out of energy.
Yeah, I'm gonna-
and
I'm gonna-
tears.
bawl my eyes out and use a
Okay.
box of Kleenex after we leave
That's
this.
okay. I cannot thank you enough for sharing so honestly and so rawly your story.
Of course.
You're right. If this helps one person,
That's it. I don't care
all
how
that
many people
matters.
listen to this message. If there is one person, and if it ain't even that person, but if that person tells somebody you got to listen to this and it's them, God bless you, man. And just think it, believe it, receive it because I'm doing all right.
yeah, you're all right. Love
Yeah.
you, man.
I fucking love you.